Hey everybody, Jason Chadwick with Premier Guitar. We're down in Hall E at the Bourgeois booth with Monty Pittman and the man himself, Dana, over here. And we were just listening to this OM style guitar over here. Dana, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what Monty was playing?
Okay, that's our large Soundhole OM. A number of years ago, we started making a large Soundhole Dreadnought, kind of after everyone's favorite hacked vintage acoustic, Tony Rice's famous D28 with the Soundhole chewed up. We've been making sort of guitars in that style for a number of years, and about a little more than a year ago, we kind of had the idea of, hey, let's see what that would do, on another guitar. What we liked about the Dreadnought was it gave a little more definition to the bottom end, a little more openness, liveliness, and so it was a nice touch. Often we get the request for a deep-bodied OM. People want a little more bottom end, a little more oomph out of the OM, but it really doesn't work because what you have is too little top driving too much air. So opening up the Soundhole, I think, has really kind of had the effect that people have been looking for, particularly when you're playing with a pick. You're driving the guitar either a flat picker or you're driving it kind of like what Monty was just doing there.
So tell me a little bit about Monty, about how you felt when you picked this up and played it a little bit.
Well, it's early in the morning, so I just went for something first time playing this thing. Sounds amazing. All Dana's guitars are there's acoustic guitars and there's Bourgeois acoustic guitars. It's a completely different world. When you play these, it fills up the space all around you. You don't have to fight it. It's very inspiring to play, which is always one of the main things if you're playing any piece of equipment. You just pick it up and start coming up with something. Just kind of let it take you on a journey.
Like what you just did. Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea what I just did. I just started with an A. I figured that was a good place to start.
So what will be kind of the availability and pricing on this model, Dana?
Well, this model comes in a variety of sort of styles. This particular one has a torrefied Adirondack top. It has a Guatemalan back and side. It has the sunburst. So a bunch of extras. The standard model, off the top of my head, is about $5,700, and that'd be an Indian rosewood non-sunburst.
All right, so we're gonna have Andrew swap out guitars. We're gonna talk about another one we have hanging up here. All right, so now, Dana, we have the Dreadnought over here, and we have it plugged in through a DI, which is kind of what they're hearing in the camera. So tell us about the new Generation D here.
Yeah, this is a new series for us. We have the Generation Dreadnought and the Generation OM, identical specs, different body sizes. What we've tried to do here is take our simple mahogany Dreadnought or OM and strip it down a little bit, satin finish, age tone, torrefied Adirondack top. We're using the Schaller tuners instead of the Waverly tuners, kind of trying to bring the price down a little bit, but without affecting the quality. This guitar also has an onboard LR Baggs Lyric pickup. We like the Lyric because it's a contact microphone. It's a natural sounding guitar. We feel it makes the guitar. It'll make the guitar sound like itself.
Yeah.
And we've kind of hidden the installation. There's a volume control up under the top of the fretboard. You can't even see it under the Soundhole. We're up in here instead of mounted into the Soundhole. The battery is mounted up under the fretboard extension. The idea is you kind of look inside the guitar and you don't really see pickups. I don't think of it as an acoustic electric. I think of it as a fine acoustic guitar that you can also plug in if you want to. I mean, a pro like Monty is going to have guitars that are set up with his own gear and his own, choice of electronics, and he's playing on stage all the time. There are a lot of players out there who need to plug in occasionally, as opposed to, for a living. And so the pickup is there when you want it, and it's out of sight for when you don't want it. That's the idea. But it's our basic guitar. It's our basic mahogany guitar, same Bourgeois tone, and a little bit lower priced model. The map price on it is about $3,700, which is still expensive, but it's on the very low end of our scale.
So, Monty, tell us a little bit about what kind of you're feeling as you're playing this.
I really like this one. It just sounds great for chords. Sounds great for single notes. Again, like all of his guitars, it just fills all the space around you.
All right. Well, Dana, thanks so much for spending time with us.
Welcome to day 3 of the NAMM show.
And we're now open here, I guess. So where can people go online to find more about these guitars you talked about and everything else you guys make up in Maine?
It's bourgeoisguitars.com. All
right, Monty, we're going to have you play us out with a little bit.
All right,
this is Jason Shedrick.
Pick a key.
D flat.
Okay. Well, how about D?
If you're going to ask.
Give me a tuner.
This is Jason Shaddick with PremierGuitar.com.